when rotate in place, cylinder lift, and fall to locate. The main function of the shearing and butt welding machine is to shear the front and rear of steel strip. After the alignment, welding with automatic argon arc welding machine and enter the next process, the device can be moved forward and backward by the cylinder without affecting the pass of the steel strip when not working. Horizontal accumulator is to carry the steel strip through the feeding device. Store a certain amount of steel strip in the rotation table. The feeding device and rotation table cooperate to send the steel strip into the rotation cage and stop feeding when reach a certain circle. In this process, steel strip will change from horizontality to verticality by mobile rack. Then the main motor provide power to pull out the steel strip via outputting device. Steel strip will return to horizontality. Forming machine is used to turn the flat steel strip to the shape of round by horizontal roll stands and vertical roll stands. The guiding device is used to adjust the position of the welding seam before welding, has the functions of up and down, front and back, and rotate three-dimensional adjustment. Then the high-frequency induction welding machine heat the open area to melt. The extrude device connect the open area. Afterwards, the scraper device remove burrs off the welding seam. This roughly formed pipe can go on next step smoothly. The waste filament winding device is used to collect the waste filaments by planer. The device can expand to collect the planed waste filaments, then shrink to take out the waste quickly. The cooling tank is used to cool the welded pipe blank to the same temperature as the base material, so that the finished tube will not deform after being placed for a long time. The sizing machine is used to shape welding tube after roughly forming to achieve an ideal geometric size. It can change round pipe to square or rectangle by means of changing molds. The tail section installed 2 sets of straightening device for straightening online. Cold cutting saw is to track online and clamp to cut the pipe to the fixed length. It tracks with servo motor. Feed back the speed to motion control center with speed testing device. The motion controller makes a series actions like acceleration tracking, synchronous motion, hydraulic clamping, cutting feeding, cutting return, car return, etc. Car moves and cutting feeding is controlled by servo motor. Run-out table is to separate the cutting tube to different material frames as per the quality. It drives with AC motor, adjusts speed with converter, and allocates by AC motor and reducer. Distinguished positive pipe in the cooperate of cold cutting saw and online testing equipment. The auto packing machine transfers the positive tube by power chain, then count and analysis to put a certain quantity of tube into the material frame layer by layer. After that, cylinder moves to put tubes together for human to bind and tight. The chain convey device moves the whole bulk of tube out of material frame. The crane will finally transfer it to the area to put the finished pipe.